Hey Scrubbers, it's Vanessa here, and it is October 5th, and so I have a new layout for Christy's 30 Days of Sketches. And so at the beginning of the video, I showed the sketch that I'm working with, and I started this one out by creating the circle that is one of the main elements on this sketch. And I did go ahead and poke holes and then stitch around that circle to kind of make it stand out a bit on the page. I have also added the layout or the sketch in the corner so that you can kind of see as I go along and create the rest of the layout. And so what you see me doing here now is I'm going to take all of these pattern papers that you see sort of off to the side on my desk, and I'm going to start to layer up. And rather than do sort of a whole line of florals like on the sketch, I am going to do a whole sort of different grouping of a whole bunch of different pattern papers. So like you see here, I have the pattern papers kind of lined up in the same way that they have them in the sketch. I just add a few extras. Some of them have a punched edge from a notebook punch. These are all from my scraps bin, and so I just kind of went through and I basically pulled the colors using that floral pattern paper that I created the circle from, and that's basically what I used to pull all of these scraps. The pattern paper that I used to mat my photo, I did punch some little snowflakes out on from that same pattern paper. And then once I had the basic overall design of the background in place, I did glue that all down off camera. And now I'm just going to take again all of these little bits and pieces that I pulled from my stash. I had I believe this was like an Echo Park or maybe a Simple Stories sticker sheet that sort of was wintry kind of themed, and so I just took some stickers that said Burr and a little cabin and just some other phrase stickers that you'll be able to see better in the close-ups, and I'm just going to create sort of 3 embellishment clusters, one to the right or the top right of the photo, one to the top left of the photo, and then bottom left of the photo. And so those kind of act as my 3 embellishment clusters. I do put my title in the basically the same area as what the sketch shows. So here I'm using some thickers or letter stickers from, I believe these are Hip Kit exclusive, and I'm going to go ahead and write out my title, which is going to be Bundle Up. And then my subtitle for this one is It's Cold Inside. And the photos that I'm using are of us getting our big winter coats on to go into the ice exhibit. Because we live in Florida, obviously we don't really get winter. And so this was more of it's cold inside, because where we were going was extremely cold because of all the ice. And so you had to bundle up in these big, huge jackets. And so I thought that was kind of a fun title to use for this layout. I love this sketch because it made this page come together extremely quickly. So I will say that using these sketches has definitely made it so that I can put some really quick and fast pages together. It didn't take a lot of thought. I really just had to pull some different products from my stash and create the layout. So I am just using some stickers here to complete sort of these embellishment clusters, kind of just adding some bits and pieces. Everything that I'm using is really old, just things that I've had sort of laying around beside my desk that I just decided to get used up and put on this page. And so I really love that it is helping me use up some of these older embellishments and papers in my stash. I will, after it's not in the close-ups, but I will add my date to that little sticker that you see me putting at the very bottom of the layout. And then once I kind of have all the stickers in place in my 3 embellishment clusters, I'm going to add a few of these really large sort of gems on to each of my clusters, and then finish it off with some enamel dots in sort of an orange color that works perfectly with the pattern papers that I've chosen. And once I have those down, that is pretty much going to wrap up this layout. So like I said, super quick, but I really do love how this one came together. And I will have still photos at the end of the video. And I will also have the links for those that are playing along today in the description box down below. So be sure to check those out. And guys, I will catch you on the next one. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.